What is going on, guys? It is a Scorpion HD here, back with another video. This is actually some War Thunder Ground Forces gameplay, the first of which I featured on my channel. There's a few reasons as to why that is, but this was a game I talked up quite a lot in the earlier days of my channel, because obviously it hadn't been released yet. It was still, War Thunder was still, you know, a aircraft only game. However, the tanks have been released now. They've been out for about 6 months since the start of this year, and overall I'd say the game's in a pretty enjoyable state at the minute. However, it does have its flaws. It's definitely, for me, a lot better for what I want in a free-to-play tank game than World of Tanks is. If you're to, you know, compare the two, I'd say this game is kind of like the Call of Duty Battlefield of tank games, and World of Tanks is kind of like the CSGO. It's just extremely arcadey, and you can play obviously different modes, but for me, War Thunder has to be played in the simulator battles mode. That's why, obviously, in the replay mode here, because this is a replay of one of the better games I've had recently. That's why obviously the view looks as though it's from the commander's hatch at the top of the tank, because on simulator battles that is your view. You don't have, you know, a third person view of the tank. But yeah, we're in the M4A1 Sherman, which is part of the newly released American tank trees. They're actually releasing the American tanks in waves at the minute, I believe, because the American tanks are in closed beta. You can download the closed beta. I haven't personally, so I'm just kind of working my way towards each tank as it's released into the full game. But yeah, overall, I'd say War Thunder is an extremely enjoyable tank game. If it's something you're interested in, if you're interested in World War II tanks, vehicles and stuff like that, yeah, it's definitely worth a shot. This is probably, as I said, one of the better games I've had, and I don't even know the map's name, if I'm honest. I haven't played the game enough, but I have been playing it quite a lot recently. But yeah, you'll see I hit some pretty good shots. With regards to, you know, hitting the tanks in certain, you know, weak points and stuff, they actually have this like X-ray view, kind of like a mix between, if you've played Sniper Elite, you'll know, you know, that if you hit someone in the head, say, it kind of goes into like X-ray and shows where you hit them and the impact. They have that kind of thing. It isn't showing up in the replay here, because this is obviously replay theater mode, but if this was an actual live game, then it would be in the top right hand corner there, where my watermark is. That, I guess, is kind of an upside or a downside. Like, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but because it's there in stuff like simulator battles like this, say you fire at a tank, like, it can show you the direction that the tank's facing and stuff. And what a nice shot that was. Don't mean to toot my own horn, but Jesus Christ, that was a pretty lucky but also extremely nice shot on my part, I have to say. Probably one of my better shots in this game whenever it comes to German tanks anyway. There's something about these American tanks, specifically the Shermans at the minute. I don't think they are obviously completely finished, because it seems like some of the guns on them are extremely powerful, and yeah, I just don't think that this is what they're going to be like whenever they're finalized and stuff like that. But yeah, as far as stuff like performance goes, on my PC I'm able to get away with, it depends what resolution, you know, I'm playing at, but I'm able to get away with high graphics around that. The ground forces, or the tanks, are a lot more demanding than the aircraft. On the aircraft I was able to run with the settings known as movie, I believe, and get, you know, a solid 60 plus frames per second. On the tanks I can run high and get around 40 plus, which I don't really mind, because I'm used to playing games at 30 FPS anyway on the consoles. But yeah, frames per second for me hasn't really been much of a problem. However, saying that, I do have a medium spec PC now, so obviously for people that, you know, have the low end PCs, this game might be pretty pretty hard to run for you guys. But obviously you could whack it down to low graphics if you really need to. However, there's a bit of a debate about that, because a lot of people, at least a lot of people, seem to think that a lot of people are, you know, putting their graphics down significantly to take away things such as tree cover and grass and stuff like that, that make this game a lot more authentic. I've actually come across people that I would have, you know, thought have done that before, which is, it's pretty frustrating, I'm not gonna lie. I really kind of feel that there has to be like a threshold as to, you know, how low you can put your graphics at or whatever to play. You know, say if you're playing simulator battles, I think you should be in, you know, put into games like matchmaking should be done depending on graphics, because I don't know, like sometimes I'll be killed by people and like there's just no way that they're able to see me. Like, that sounds so cocky or whatever, but like, it's true. Like, you'll be sitting in a bush, there's no way anyone's gonna be able to see you, especially on sim battles when there's no like crosshairs, there's no names above like tank's head. Like, it's just, yeah, it's just pretty obvious that you've been killed by someone that has their graphics down on low. I'm okay with that whenever, you know, it's a legitimate case, whenever, you know, your PC has trouble running the game. However, yeah, as I said, I do feel that there are quite a lot of people that you know, put their graphics down low to gain, or in an attempt to gain an advantage anyway. The PS4 version of this game, for those of you that don't know, this game is available on PS4, free to play. The PS4 version, the last time I played it, ran like shit, if I'm perfectly honest, on the ground forces. There are some maps that are a bit more demanding than others, but the last time I played it, it ran pretty horribly. So yeah, but the aircraft, as I said, you know, it's a lot easier to run. It runs fine on the PS4. I personally prefer the PC just for this game, and also, you know, I played it for the PC a long time before it came out on the consoles. So yeah, I just decided to stay on the PC, because you can't transfer, you know, between platforms with your account. But yeah, overall I'd say performance isn't really an issue. I haven't had many issues anyway. And can I just say, what you're about to see here is probably one of the funniest things I have seen in War Thunder to date. I have absolutely no idea what this guy was doing or thinking at this point. And, well, no, I know what he was thinking, to be fair to him, but like, why he did not take the shot, I have no idea. But yeah, I'll let you watch this for yourself and decide what you think. I have no idea how I managed to even stay alive here, but yeah, I just aimed for his driver's port, and somehow I managed to kill him without him even getting a shot away on me. But yeah, overall, the game, I'd say, is in a pretty good place right now. It can be frustrating at times, as I've said. There are things wrong with it, such as that X-ray camera. I don't know, like, it's a cool feature, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it should be in a simulator battle mode, to say the least. Also, as far as tanks go, there is a fairly large selection now. There is Russian, German, and obviously the Americans are in beta. But I'd say there's a good 80 to 100 or so different tanks now. There's light tanks, mediums, heavies, tank destroyers, and there's also anti-aircraft guns as well. And yeah, I would recommend the game because the experience of having, you know, being a tank and having Overwatch in the air, aircraft, is amazing. And it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, guys, hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and yeah, cheers.